Hello students and welcome back to the video lecture series of web programming. Today's topic is CSS links. I am your instructor Ms. Shruti Rawal. So let us start with today's topic, that is link. Now we know that if you want to create a hyperlink in in HTML, what is the tag? Exactly, anchor tag, or you can say a tag, right? So you know that if you want to create a hyperlink, you have to write a. You have to specify your hypertext reference in href attribute, and you have to write an intermediate text, which is basically the anchor text, which will be displayed on your web page and which is a clickable text. And if you click on that text, you will be redirected to the web page address which you have specified in your hypertext reference attribute value. That is what hyperlink is all about. If you are unaware about what is hyperlink, go to my HTML lecture in which I have already taken a lecture of what is hyperlink. Right. Here we are only going to see what are the different CSS properties that we can use along with your hyperlink. Okay. The first CSS property is hyperlink color. Now if you want to change the hyperlink color, by default the link will be displayed in blue color, right? If you want to change the hyperlink color, the property value is color, right? We have already seen that to change the font color, the value was color. Similarly, if you want to change the hyperlink color, you have to write the appropriate selector. In our case, because here you can see that I have written A, that is a hyperlink anchor text tag. I have given some hypertext reference and I have written the inner text, this is a link, right? If I don't specify this CSS property, by default this is a link will be displayed in which color? It will be displayed in blue color. But instead what have I done? I have written a CSS styling in which I have used the selector A, and inside A I have written color colon hot pink. So my link will be displayed in hot pink color instead of blue color. So what will be the output? This is my output. You can see that this is a link is displayed in hot pink color instead of blue color. Now again, we have already discussed that in how many ways you can give this color. You can give this color using color name that I have given. You can also specify the hexadecimal value. Also, you can specify the RGB format. If you want to understand what is this, you can again go to my font color lecture and understand how to give font color values. Right. So here I have used the font color name. The next thing is hyperlink state. It means there are certain state of a hyperlink. Now what are the different state of a hyperlink? Let us study. Whenever you are loading a web page which consists of hyperlink, the first state is your link state. It means it is currently unvisited link, right? Now many times in your web pages you want to specify to the user that this is an unvisited link, that you have not clicked on it, so you want a certain styling for that link, right? Now once the person is clicking on the link, right, whenever the person is clicking on the link, for a fraction of second that link will be active, in active state, right? And that is known as active state, whenever the link is in click state. As soon as you click this link, you visit the web page and you come back to the page, your link is now a visited link, right? So your state from unvisited changes to visited, right? So these all are the state of a hyperlink. Now if you want to style your hyperlink different in different state, what can you do? You can use pseudo classes which are attached to your hyperlink tag. Let us see what is this pseudo class and how can we use this pseudo class with our anchor tag. Pseudo classes are basically you can say predefined classes in CSS. You know what is a class, right? Class is the attribute which you can use in your HTML element, and if you want to use that particular class which is attached to an element, how can you use? You can use the dot operator along with the selector, and you can specify any style. That is a normal class that we have seen, right, in class and ID selector. Now pseudo class selector, it means there are special classes, there are special predefined classes attached with HTML element that you don't need to specify in your HTML code. Instead, they are already specified when they were coding for CSS and HTML. You just have to use those predefined classes. But instead of using dot operator, which you were using for normal class, in pseudo class you have to use colon operator, because you want to distinguish that these are the predefined classes. These are not the custom class or the custom attribute that we have made, but they are the predefined classes that we are using. Now hyperlink consists of some of the pseudo classes, and these pseudo classes are attached because there are different state of hyperlink, as we have discussed: unvisited state, active state, visited state, and when you hover the mouse on the link, right, that is known as a hover state. Okay, so these are different state of my hyperlink, and according to my state I have predefined pseudo classes which I can use along with my hyperlink. So that is what this example is all about in Hyperlink State. So here let us see what I have done in my example. Here you can see that I have one hyperlink. I have an A tag, I have returned my href attribute, and I have given an address of some page in my href attribute. Target is equal to underscore blank. It means that my new page will be opened in a new tab. The next is, this is a link, right? So this is a link, is the anchor text which will be displayed on your web page. Now what have I done in CSS styling? You can see the first pseudo class that I have used is a:link. Now link is an inbuilt pseudo class attached with this anchor tag which specify unvisited link. It means whenever you are loading the web page, the first time when you see your link, that is an unvisited link, and this particular link class specified that this is an unvisited link. If you want to specify a particular style attached to this pseudo class, you have to write a:link, and inside this what have I written? I have written color red. It means whenever my page is getting loaded and I am able to see this unvisited link, the first time the link should be in red color. That is what I want. The unvisited link should be in red color. This is for specifying the styling for this particular pseudo class, that is an unvisited link. You need to remember or memorize this pseudo class along with the spelling. The first pseudo class is link, which is for unvisited link. The second pseudo class is for visited link. Once you click on the link, it is visited. If it finds the web address, actual correct web address, if it goes to the web address and then again you come back to the link, it is visited link. Once you have clicked on the link, it is visited. What I want to do is, when it is unvisited, the link color should be red. But once it is visited, I am attaching my pseudo class visited with the hyperlink, that is a:visited, and my color of link should be changing from red to green, right? Now also I want that when I hover the mouse on my link, right, the color should be changed, hot pink. So once I hover it on the link, it should be hot pink. Once I hover out, it should be either the color of visited or unvisited according to the state of link which it is in currently, right? So the pseudo class which is attached to hyperlink for hovering is hover, right? So a:hover, and the styling that I have done is color, and the last is a:active. Now active is a very tricky pseudo class. It is when you click the link and for a fraction of second, when it is in the click mode, that is known as that your link is in active state, and the pseudo class attached to active state is active. So with hyperlink you will have active as a pseudo class, a:active, and inside that what is the color that I have written? Blue. So if my class, if my link is in active state, I want the color as blue, right? So here I have only changed the style with respect to font color. You can change the width of the element, that is your hyperlink. You can give a border, you can specify height of the border, you can change any CSS property inside this pseudo class. It is not necessary that you have to change only the font color, right? You can change as many as properties in this pseudo class as you want, right? Now let us see an example. So here you can see that my link is unvisited, right? So here the first color when my link is unvisited is a colon link, that is the pseudo class which is attached to my particular unvisited link, and for that I have given color red, right? Now once I have given this particular thing, you can see that if I am hovering on my link, so if I hover on the link, that is hover pseudo class, it becomes pink. Once again let us go back. So here you can see when I am hovering the link, it will become pink. Once I am clicking on the link for a fraction of second, that particular link is active and it will become blue. You can see that it became blue. And once the link is visited, you can see because my link is visited, I have now changed my color from red to green, right? So this was all about the link state and the pseudo classes that are attached to hyperlink. The next is text decoration property. Now many times you know that whenever you are specifying a hyperlink, that is an A tag, by default the format is you will have a text which is underlined, okay, and it will be in blue color. Many times you want a link which is not underlined, then what you can do, you can use the text decoration property for that. We have already seen what are the text properties, and one of the property was text decoration. You can use this text decoration property to eradicate or remove the underline which by default the HTML gives to you if you are specifying an anchor tag, right? So for that what you need to do, you need to specify text decoration none. Whenever you specify text decoration none, it will refer this anchor tag. You know that there is an anchor tag over here. Here it is written this is a link. What will be the output? You will get this is a link but without an underline. Here I have specified font color hot pink. If you do not specify any color, in which color you can see this particular link? In blue color, because it was the by default color, right? So by default it will be blue color and underline. Here I have changed both the properties. I have changed the font color to hot pink and I have eradicated or removed the underline altogether. Now if you want to create a link button, that is also very easy to create. You have a hyperlink. You can specify many things for this hyperlink. Here you can see that I have used two pseudo classes, comma separator. You can do such things that, for example, for link state and for visited state, I want same thing or same styling. You can use this particular a link, comma a colon visited, right? For that you can see that my background color for this particular hyperlink I have given hexadecimal value, I have given font color white, I have given padding, I have given text align, all the text should be aligned center, I have given text decoration none, it means there will be no underline, and I have given display inline block, right? So basically it will be displayed in a block format, right? And there are different display format. There is an inline format, there is a block format, and there is an inline block format, right? Whenever you are specifying a link and if you want it as a button, the normal format that you will use is display colon inline block, right? Because normally if you write display block, what will happen? It will have a line break. So whenever you specify, because hyperlink is by default a block level element, if you specify multiple hyperlinks without BR tag also, it will by default break the line and be displayed in the next line. But you know that many times you have seen a horizontal menu with different links. If you want such a menu, you will have to specify display inline block so that your second link comes do not come on the second line. It does not break the line. Okay. So for that particular reason I have written display inline block. Also you can see that A over and A active I have written background color red. Now this is basically here I have specified this particular link button. You can create such a link button for your hyperlink also. You have specified many properties. You can give a border also, right? You can give margin, you can give padding, you can give font color, right? You can give a background color. So you can use as many CSS property as possible, and you can create an attractive link button as your choice, right? So this was all about the properties related to hyperlink, and I hope they are clear. And this was all about today's lecture. Today's homework is you will have to create a web page in which you have a horizontal menu and you have a horizontal link. For every link the color should be same, the link color should be same, but it should have attached pseudo classes. It means when I hover on the every link, the horizontal link, it should contain different color. When the link is visited, for example the first link is visited, its color should be different. You can also customize your link by creating link button, but you should create a web page with a horizontal link menu, and you have to send the screenshot to me on WhatsApp, right? So that is your today's homework, and this was all about today's lecture. Thank you.